I am doing slightly a makeup haul, not really, because I've been requested to do like the Anastasia Beverly Hills new spring shadows. But yeah, I've been requested to talk about this because, you know, why not? I never really do this kind of video, so please bear with me. I'm not really good at doing haul videos or in general. That's why I don't really update my YouTube, but since I will find something else to talk about, this is what I'm gonna do. Well, starting off, this is her new spring shadow that she came out with, I believe. Let me go ahead and check. Yeah, so 21 new colors that she came out with, and most of them are pretty like earthy tones, very neutral. And there are some dark ones, but those are, you can definitely play around it to make it look more dramatic or light, kind of depending on your likings. And she did have this one of the green colors, which I absolutely love. Like, I thought it was pretty random at first, but I think it really ties down the whole palette together, or not palette, but the whole collection together, because it is very springy, and of course there's no such thing as spring without a little bit of green in it. So Anastasia, you did something great. For, let's start talking about the pigmentation. So I'm gonna do like a one swatch of like, not each color, but at least like one that shimmers, one that are light, one that are matte, and one that are dark. So you can kind of get the idea of how they're all together. So let's just start off with like a light shimmer. This one is called Satin. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I will swatch it just right here in my hand. But there's that one. Ooh, pretty. It's a pretty color. It's like a, kind of reminds me of Amber Light from MAC, but I personally do like this texture a little bit more, only because it really does give it more of like this smooth velvety texture, so you can actually apply it easier versus with the more roughier texture. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I do like this one right here, the sateen one. It just goes on really sheen. It does have a little bit of that reflectiveness to it, so if anyone wants to use that like kind of like against like the in a corner or just anywhere, and you can even use that as a highlighter. I mean, I would. So the next color I would choose, it's going to be a matte next. So I'm gonna go ahead and do Dusty Rose. I mean, I'm sure everyone probably have the idea of what Dusty Rose looked like, because this was one of the original colors eyeshadow that she launched with the rest of the others, I believe. Yes. So yeah, but I'm gonna just swatch it just so you see how it looks like compared next to Sateen. But yeah, this is a matte, so here goes Dusty Rose. Okay, so here's Sateen and here's Dusty Rose. Yee! Oh my god, this is gonna be such a nice base. I mean, even on light days, like these two colors could even go together just for like a nice, like natural day, so you don't want to go too dark or too dramatic. Dusty Rose, I F with you. I love it. Next color, let's do another shimmery velvet kind of texture, but I'm gonna do a little slight darker just so you can kind of see like the different color payoffs. But let's start off with Comfort. I like that name. So this is what it looks like right here. It is a very bronzy brown. I wouldn't technically say bronzy, but it's more brown than bronze, if that makes sense. It is very velvety, but it also has that tiny bit of shimmer, not too crazy. But here's gonna be next to Dusty Rose. Oh my god! That is a pretty color. That's beautiful. Oh my god, look at that. I actually don't have any color like this. Yeah, I don't. I am definitely gonna try that out, you guys. That was Comfort. The color is very comforting. It reminds me of chocolate almost, and chocolate is very comforting to me. So I think I might have just found my favorite out of the palette. I personally didn't even swatch any of this color yet because like I said on my Instagram, I just thought it was just so pretty, so I just can't bear to kind of ruin the texture, but man, this is worth it. Pretty. Okay, since I've done a dark one, let's do a light matte shade just so you can get the idea of what this is. And I do notice that out of all the colors, this one kind of stood out to me as far as for like a really light matte. It's kind of almost like a very pale, extremely pale pink, like almost like an iridescent pink almost, but matte. Alright, so let me go ahead and swatch that. And this is called Baby Cakes. That's a cute name. It looks like a baby cake. Like, a shadow that would name Baby Cake. So this is Baby Cakes are here next to Comfort. Okay, I see you. Yeah. Oh my, this would be such a good lid color. Kind of like you know, one of those like makeup where you would make it look like you have a crease but not like a crease cut color. Yeah, like the lighter part of the cut crease color, if that makes sense. But yeah, I enjoy. You know, a lot of these color in this palette, okay, it's not a palette, this single shadow collection, I actually don't have much of it, believe it or not. I have like a lot more of like those very colorful but not like, I don't know, I just have random colors sometimes, and sometimes it's like a little overbearing because you feel like you need some kind of color to kind of have this secondary transitioning to it, and I don't have any of that, and I feel like this, all these right here, really plays well together or with the colors that I already have, so I appreciate these single colors a lot. And I'm gonna swatch one more. Whoa, you guys heard that? Anyways, so I'm gonna swatch one more. So far I have Satine, Dusty Rose, Comfort, and Baby Cakes. And I'm gonna go a little bit over at the end of the swatch just so you guys have the idea of what this palette is about. And nothing about it that I don't like so far. I mean, I've only just worn a couple of them for today's makeup, as you can see. I mean, I love them on my eyes, but I haven't really get to play with it all together. But so far, so good. Like, love it. Let's start off with the green one that everyone saw. It's called Emerald. It is a really pretty green. Like, it's a really earthy, springy green. So I think this green would be the perfect kind of green for me, because I don't wear green a lot, but I think with this being so like moody and dark, I think it's great for like seasonal. Like, I can wear it for summer, spring, fall, winter, you know, you get the idea. Alright guys, so here is Emerald. Woohoo! Alright! Alright. I love it. Alright, so I do have a little, you know, little satisfaction with this color just because it's literally what I would wear every day if I had to. It's called Blazing. Oh my god, it is totally blazing. Like, it's blazing hot. It's gorgeous. I love it. I mean, it's kind of a typical color that I already have in my palettes or my case or a single shadow, whatever, but I don't know, something about this color, specifically just by Anastasia. Like, not because it's by Anastasia, but because how she designed this color. Like, I wish the camera picks it off from what I'm seeing out of high here, but it's kind of like, if I look at like long enough, it almost turns red, like this brick red on me. But then when I just like have a first glance, it's like orange, but then totally just like another different lighting, it looks pink. Like, it's a beautiful color. Looks like kind of like an orange burnt brown. Kind of like reminds me of the MAC brown script, but I promise you it's a lot different. It could be different on most skin tones, but from just looking at it, I feel like I'm already obsessed with it. So, okay, and yes, so this is Blazing, so I'm gonna go ahead and swatch real quick. So I don't really have that much space, but I do want them all together just so you can see how it's all like together. But let me try this. Guys, it's so pretty. Oh my god. Yeah, I effing love this color, dude. It kind of explains to me what I was explaining earlier, how it just kind of changes on you depending on what kind of mood or what you were looking for in this color. Like, I think this is so universal. Like, I think anyone in any skin type can pull off this color. I think it can. I mean, it's kind of sort of like those colors. Sorry, I'm like scratching right here. Yeah, it's like one of those kind of color where it just looks pretty on the pan and also on skin tone. Like, I kind of already see it, so I don't know, it's kind of up to you and how you want to play along, but I would definitely, like, I don't know, I'm obsessed with all these color, guys. Like, I can already see what I would do with that green, with this color, with this, with that green. Like, I can literally mix all this color together and still create like a bunch of different looks. So, all in all, I love it. Every one of these color, like, I mean, even just judging off by just looking at it, like, I don't think I could find anything that I don't like about it. I mean, besides like the small typical like things like, you know, fallouts, some color not coming off with certain product. I mean, it's kind of typical, you know, with every other eyeshadow. I have not tried any eyeshadow in my life that I am like so against of, besides like those like little toys where you would buy in like toy stores when you're like 6 and you want to like make your own palette. I mean, that's beyond that, but dang, Anastasia, you did it again. Everything I've owned of them, I've never been disappointed, and not just because I get them to be sponsored, but it's the matter of fact that there's, if I have to say something that I don't like about. And I also have tons of question about where I get this palette from. I got this at Morphe Brush. They have, I'm sure you guys know all of their palettes that they sell that is already pre-made with colors that they already have and put in there. Well, they also sell like the empty palettes too, and I happen to got this one right here with their logos on it, which I don't mind. I mean, this is a really durable palette, and it's also really cheap in my opinion, because just for it already like having the actual quad, the empty quad set already, and all you have to do is just fill it in with your single shadows, and that could also be used by Makeup Geek's single shadows, MAC's single shadows, or even Anastasia, as you can tell. So yeah, and oh my god, everything about this is love. Like I'm gonna be obsessed with this for the next few months. So if you guys keep seeing me posting picture about makeup from Anastasia with my shadows, tell me if it's bothering you, but I probably most likely don't care, because I will end up keep wearing it until it probably hits the pan. Oh, and one thing I forgot to say is that I'm not too sure if it's launched yet, but I do see that it's on their websites already, but they are $12 each, and like I think they always had a deal with the whole bundle. So let's say if you add 4 single shadows for $40 with the free 4 well palettes, and then if you buy 8 shadows for $70, you get also a free empty 8 well palettes. So that's sort of a deal. So if you guys like what you're seeing, I suggest either buying your single shadows now and you get your palettes too, or you could do like me where just buy your color that you want and then get a palette from Morphe's. But I would just go with the deal that they got going on, because you're still getting a palette whatsoever. So what more can you get? Alright guys, I think that is about it with the video. So yeah, now that I'm done, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like the videos. Just let me know, like or subscribe, whatever, and let me know if you like any more of any other videos you would like to request. Yeah, alright, bye. Alright, before I turned off this time for real, I noticed that my hair was really like all over the place with the buns. Believe me, it was so much better in the daytime. I literally just got home and then I filmed it. Like, it was a mess. And for anyone who's wondering why I'm wearing one earring, they're probably thinking, oh my god, you lost the other one, no! No, I've always liked wearing one earring. I mean, I like wearing 2 earrings sometimes, but when it comes down to like this kind of earrings, like, you know, like very basic, not as like, you know, dramatic, I always wear it on one side, and I kind of leave this one alone just because it's never ever that I feel like I should wear 2 earrings just because I have 2 earring holes. I don't know. But I just leave this one alone too, just because I don't know why. I just like wearing on one side. Like, all of my piercings and all this kind of stuff is on this side, so yeah. So yeah, just want to put it out there. Alright, for reals now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like the videos. Like and subscribe, and see you next time. Ta-ta!